I've awakened! And God, this half a year put such a fucking crick in your back, dude. Welcome to Mana's Potion. My name is Mitchell, but you may call me Mana. Welcome back to Disgaea and Nuzlocke. I ran all the way over here for this silly bit. A reference to one of my favorite comedians. May he rest in peace. Last time, fucking 6 months ago, though to you guys it was like 2. I did things in a frozen wasteland where Laharl learned about the power of love and how it just destroys him. Good lord. In this part, I intend to continue that journey and also bumble and stumble my way through the Disgaea Nuzlocke rules that I've set for myself. I may have had to refresh myself on all those rules, and I don't even remember what I've done since last time for like the beginning of chapter. I know Nathan is new. God, I'm dating myself so fucking hard. Also, featured guest, water bottle. Stay hydrated, kids. But, I don't have anything else to go off of this. It's like I'm back. This game feels new, even though it is most assuredly not new. But the first order of business is to, like, go to the next stage, basically. We don't have... Pay no mind to that date. We don't have much in the way to do. This isn't going to be a grinding episode or anything. We've got to progress. And thankfully, unlike last time when I may or may not have accidentally lied about this being the leveling stage, Endless White, this one is actually the grindy level stage. So let's hop to it. Oh, God!
Oh, what a cute little boy.
Laharl, I don't know about you, but we should run. Now. This is my weakness.
Ah!
Okay, he concurs!
Laharl, why are you screaming?
Excellent question. Do you have the hots for girls, or...?
I don't know why, but for some apparent reason I can't stand women with sexy bodies.
Wow. I guess Laharl's a flat as justice kind of person. Which is valid.
On a side note, flat-chested girls like you have absolutely no effect on me.
Never mind, he's a dick!
Well, excuse us for being flat.
Get him, girls. Don't do it! Look, at least it sounds kind of evil.
You're...
Who is this?
It has been a while, Prince. Do you still remember me?
Nosferatu?
How could I forget you?
Who the hell is he?
You're Medeiros, the vassal who was banished from the castle for stealing my old man's favorite snack, black pretzels.
I'm sorry, what? He got banished for thievery of a snack food? I think people have been banished for less, to be honest.
Now that's what I call pathetic.
Flan, you do not know the struggle of not having carbohydrates.
So, Black Pretzel Snatcher / Outcast, what is it that you want from me now?
What a line.
I wish to become overlord, of course.
I believe that is 3 demons we've met that want to become overlord. There is a small line. Right now, numbers 1 and 2 have been called. So you're number 3 and you're next to get beaten up. This isn't blind confidence. I'm sure we could win once we actually get into this boss fight.
What a joke! What could you, a pathetic loser banished for stealing pretzels, possibly do to me?
I don't know, Laharl. You did just mention that you have a weakness for big boobs, so...
Stop talking so tough, Prince. I know all of your weaknesses.
Ow. The dots connect. All of these traps were his. I see.
Isn't that right, Edna?
Say what?
Etna, you?
We had a traitor in our midst. Shocking. It's almost like the game foreshadowed it. Oh, do you feel guilt? Do demons feel guilt? That is not a question I should be asking. Again, that's somewhat evil.
You just realized it. Fool!
He's not the fool.
Yes, Edna is my loyal dog.
I think she's a succubus. Wouldn't you say she's a loyal succubus? Rather than a dog? I feel like that's a little demeaning.
As long as I hold her memory in my hands, she'll do whatever I ask.
That's low. Side note, how the hell do you get somebody's memory into your possession? Asking for a friend.
Etna?
Don't you start, Flan.
Now, dear prince, this place shall become your grave.
I mean, technically it'll become my other 4 characters' graves, because Laharl's not entering this fight. A period. And even then, that's a bit of a stretch.
Edna, you've served your purpose.
That is ominous.
I am quite pleased with the results. Now die alongside your prince.
Traitorous fools die alongside the people they betray.
But we had a deal. What about my memory?
What use are memories to you when you are about to die?
Don't do it! You get a pass.
It all makes sense now. No wonder he knew my weaknesses.
Now is not the time to be commending your traitorous vassal.
You took those photos too, didn't you?
Maybe.
Laharl, it was only because that demon stole her memory.
This is a rare turn of events where Flan is defending the defenseless.
Silence! I accept no excuses from a traitor!
I mean, he is kind of the son of the Overlord. Has he taken over the mantle of Overlord? Technically.
Stop blabbering and get these sexy women out of my sight!
Rude! Fine, I'll take them. God! Alright. Jokes aside. This is the map. You notice anything weird about it? I do too. Pretty much every single tile on this map, sans one, is an invincibility tile. No matter what, unless you get poisoned somehow, you are unable to take damage on this battlefield. I am not worried in the slightest. Plus, all enemies are level 14. This is a piece of cake. Wait a minute. If I'm not able to take damage and they're not able to take damage, how the hell do we win? Simple. You bring them over here. You bring them over here, you beat the crap out of them. Now, I do remember I showed off at one point a mechanic in one of my earlier Disgaea and Nuzlocke videos. So I'm going to show it off again here, because this is where it's the most relevant. So a character that can pick up another character, can pick up an enemy monster character, and I wonder if I can get this right. One more longer. And if you do it right, you can do a diagonal throw, but that's not what I'm showing off. What I'm showing off instead is that you can combine those characters. And their level, the 2 individual integers create a sum of both of those integers. In layman's terms, the 2 numbers combine to make a bigger number. This also increases the value that they are worth on the experience table, which means it's very well worth your time in order to do that. Now, take caution. There is a point where you no longer would deal damage to that character if you brought them all the way over here and say, oh, I don't know, you combined every single enemy on this field. From the start, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters, and they're all level 14. You do the math. 8 times 14. That's like 112? So level 112 is what you're looking at. You're also looking at the base stats of a level 112, and if you go with the Nekomata, chances are that that speed stat is going to be obnoxiously high, to the point where you're practically guaranteed to never hit. So, you can combine all these characters in a Nuzlocke situation. Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do it. It's not a good idea unless you're working with level 100 characters, and even then, that's some overkill. Now, here's a question. Am I going to take advantage of this map for grinding purposes? Possibly. Grinding takes some time. So, reasonably speaking, for the purposes of a Nuzlocke, yeah, I should probably do something with this. And it's a good thing we're immortal. 118 on Nathan? Yeah, that would have been half his health. Now, of course, we can keep combining characters. And I'm probably going to combine a couple more of these, like Succubi and Nekomata. Funny thing, actually, if I can get the chance to run a Nekomata in my party, I probably will. They are a surprisingly good monster, and coincidentally, this is our first time encountering both the Succubus and the Nekomata. So, after this mission, they will both, provided I slay one of each kind, be added to the character creation table, which, yay, more characters, and, oh no, more monster characters, which means me getting any of the human characters unlocked is going to be harder. Uh-oh. I'm beginning to see a flaw in my rules for Nuzlocke. More fists of fury, fury! I have several questions. Counter, 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 counter. I fucking love the counter system. It's so silly. Right on. So, the strategy is pretty much is thus just combine characters. There's not much more I can really say about it other than that. So, on that note, why don't we talk about, I don't know, where I've been and what I've been doing, basically. Which is to say, not a lot. I've been doing Twitch stuff. That's my one thing I've been doing consistently. As far as, like, why I haven't been producing more, like, Disgaea, I mean, that bit's easy. That's just a matter of fact of, like, mostly nerves. I like to do this stuff in a sort of perfectionist manner, and I believe I've actually brought this point up before. So, I apologize for reiterating the point. Ow. Ow! Jesus! However, I feel like it has to be brought up again, mostly because it's... I feel like, for the fun of a YouTube channel, if I'm to do it even remotely successfully to how I would like to do it, it requires a lot more out of me in terms of reliable production, and also building that portfolio of, like, editing and stuff, because, like, I may or may not actually have a degree in multimedia, which means video editing is part of my skill set, and if I don't practice that, I'm not exactly developing skills. Not to say that Disgaea is a heavily edited series, more to the point that just getting videos out there is good practice in general, in terms of understanding how the process works, how rendering times work, and getting a feel for an editor. Or rather, editing, since I am the editor. And also, to be frank, my last computer, I pretty much considered on its last legs. Like, no, seriously. That thing, I swear, was going to die on me sooner or later. Now, was it actually? No, it had lasted basically 5 years, and I still have that graphics card, and that's still running fine. Did my possible anxiety, not diagnosed professionally, have a thing or two to say about that? Oh, absolutely it did. It absolutely had a word or two to say about that. So I didn't... On one hand, anxiety because of perfectionism. On the other hand, anxiety because I feel like my computer would break down at any minute, and I don't have a way to back up my videos. And also, I may have been in the process of buying parts for and building a new computer, so it would have been frivolous, to say the least, had I built the new computer without finishing editing and uploading any of the parts from the old computer, because you may not know this, but raw video footage takes up like nearly a gigabyte, and most USBs do not like transferring a total of a gigabyte at a time, let alone video project files, which can be bigger, and oftentimes are, because you put so much junk in them. I have put a lot of junk in my video files, to say the least. But on that note, I do have a new computer, so that is no longer an excuse, and I happen to be recording on said computer, and said computer also has a RCA capture card, aka old-fangled console capture card. Again, reminiscing back on the old days. And an HDMI capture card, so I can actually do, like... I don't know, like... Monster Rise? Just an idea? Am I genuinely keen on doing a Monster Hunter Rise Let's Play? Future uncertain, try again later. That's what I have to say to that. I'm a magic 8-ball now. However, it's an option. I can also, like, play PlayStation 4 games. Of course, I would like a splitter so I can see both my recording and on the television. That way I don't have to play with any latency, if there is any latency. Mild testing has shown that if there is any latency, it is mild and possibly irrelevant. For most of the games that I would play, I don't have any rhythm games on these HDMI consoles, so that's not really a concern. And plus, like, this computer does processing a little bit better. I mean, I'll be real, the processor is brand new and is running quite well. Still a little paranoid about it, because the last time I got a processor, the damn thing died on me within a week. Granted, it's been like a week since I built this computer, and it's still fine. So, I am presuming good things. Oh, good. Our first victim. And of course, it's been good streaming this. I actually finally got to play Code Vein, which is unrelated, so we will not really stick to that point. Right, now for the fun part. And that's bullying a character to submission. Now, you may note, I don't have Jerry in there. That's because Jerry is a melee character, and Jerry, unfortunately, is also level 25. That's just an excuse right now. So basically, because this character is level 28, kicking their butt is kind of hard. But I guess not that hard. I'd actually be able to go a little bit higher. I think Nathan's getting this experience. Yeah. I do not begrudge him in the slightest. And that was well earned. But yeah, we can technically go a little bit higher than that. For safety's sake, it's better, like, not to. I'm pretty sure we might be able to go up to level 56. That's about as far as I'm willing to push it. Yeah, you only have a counter of 1. Now, do be careful about this setup, because if you let them out and you somehow get positioned in there, they can kill you instead. Not a good trade. Definitely not a good trade. Anyway, no card. To the rescue with my top game point. Oh yeah! Y'all know that Disgaea 6 is a thing? I haven't played 4 or 5, and I own both of those on Steam. Don't have 3 because licensing shenanigans. Why are you there? It'll be fine. Level 46. Now you can more or less combine all the succubi into one character and beat the crud out of them with physical attacks. But do note, succubi have a hella high resistance, so magical attacks won't work as well. Not that this succubus is anything to worry about, because like Shelby, I don't think has any like spells she can use. Yeah, I know, because I've been getting unlucky about making spellcasted characters. And the one time I did have spellcasted characters, they may have died. Thanks, past me. Right. But I may have heard Disgaea 6 has some ridiculous numbers. And by heard, I mean I am aware of that they go into the trillions. Possibly even quintillions. Super reincarnation is a thing. It seems really complicated and hilarious. I kind of want to play this version of Disgaea, also because it is like a proper 3D Disgaea. And unlike Disgaea 1 through 5, which has sprite-based character models, and 3D environments. You guys see there's a counter in there. Yeah, if we were not in the Immortal field, we would be hosed. Like, so hard. So hard. Now, of course, you can use SP abilities. I don't necessarily recommend it. Especially if you're attempting to control how close this character gets to death. So a particular character can swoop in and snipe it. Like Shelby or Cleric. Because Shelby requires all the levels she can heckin' get. Nathan, please. Calm your non-existent titty. I'm not able to do Delta Split, which is unfortunate. We can do Dark Flash. Also, mana, language. I have gotten too used to streaming. I say some things when I stream. Things that no person should be proud of. Look at that! 2 levels! It's not the most efficient way to grind, but it is most assuredly the easiest. Like, it's really hard to die when you're immortal. As is wont to be the case. So, I mean, for a Nuzlocke, you're free to exploit this. You can make a whole rule about not allowing yourself to grind on maps if you want to. 100% within the rule set. Well, within possibility. Like, personal modifications to the rules. Why would I deny that? What do we look like, your mother? That's so close. Oh, I'm tempted, but I won't. Must resist temptation. I will get Nathan the fuck out of there so that way he doesn't kill steal. Ow, ow, ow. Cute. Yes. Right on. Honestly, I'm probably gonna grind a little bit doing that before I go to this one, because this, surprise, surprise, is World 6-4, which is the boss stage. And though none of my Nuzlocks had... Yeah, no, none of my Nuzlocke tests had made it that far. It's a bitch on a Nuzlocke, on a non-Nuzlocke. Excuse me, Freudian slip. So, like... I think I should grind a little bit before I run head first into that. I want to say head, like, face first. And then my brain was like, no, say head first. And it was about to come out fed first, which isn't a word. Not even a conjunction of words. I'm weird. Still, I think this is a good place to stop for this recording. Here, I'm all tab out, which means everything's gonna stop. Holy shit, 30 minutes? Yeah, no. We good. We Gucci. 30 minutes is an episode. Even though most of that was probably me fucking around, so this is gonna look more like 20-ish minutes. That's fine. No, that's good. How the fuck did I end these again? I think I remember. Yeah, I think I remember. So, like, you know, thanks for sticking around to the end. I do my best to keep myself entertaining, so that might be why these feel a little podcasty. If you like the video and want to see more like this, press that like button. Somewhere in the doobly-doo. I know it's around here somewhere. It's probably at the bottom. And if you want to see, most definitely, like, actually see the notification, ring the bell, too, while you're at it. Subscribe, even. I've been putting up my VODs on this channel. Might change that. I'm still debating that. And, comment. I read those. It's okay to comment. Or lurk. I don't... You're here to watch me be funny or entertaining. Whatever the hell I am. And please, remember, you are always welcome here at Monos Potion. And I'll see you next time. Alright. Time to go to bed for another 1,000 days. I really have to find a better sleeping position, because otherwise I'm just going to get another crick in my back. Possibly even my neck. God, what would Al say?